came here to make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cause TK to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Spin make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, it don't go.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd and 7, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Goff. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, Goff. Flushed out right. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have come back to make it a 2-point game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Goff on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 60 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a carry for Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
This is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Once again, it's Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because it...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
On 2nd and 10, Allen escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to lay one up deep. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the second. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll run here with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Goff. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On second down, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Goff looking to throw. Flush to it, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's a third-year man from Utah, Zach Moss. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down with Moss.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. Sharks got it left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Goff now looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Singletary trying the left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A give, Singletary right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give up the middle to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth.
Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but